Good gray morning out there to you today. So I want to talk to you about paradigms today, and specifically this book, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. So I first heard of Bob Proctor back in 2014 when I first got Netflix and watched The Secret. So that's what began my personal development journey a decade ago. I can't believe it's been 10 years. But I'd always felt like I was capable of more than what I was doing, even back then, and especially now. I still feel like it, but I feel like I'm making progress now, maybe. But anyways, so when I watched The Secret, it was kind of like the connection that I needed. That I was like, okay, so there's more to life than just what I'm doing. You need to keep learning and understanding and work on yourself. Basically, what I got out of that movie, and off and on over the last decade, and over the last few years especially, I've been really hitting personal development books and literature, audiobooks really hard. But some of the concepts are very abstract, such as paradigms. Because a paradigm is something that you can't see, you don't, I don't know, I find it to be an abstract concept. And so Bob Proctor, he passed away, unfortunately, a couple years ago. I think it was in 2022, I believe. And so this might have been his last book, or definitely one of his last books, but it's about paradigms, and I wanted to learn more about paradigms, and Bob Proctor is like the man to learn about that from, so I purchased this book. And yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that, but essentially a paradigm it's like your body's thermostat, right? It's where it's comfortable. Say you have your thermostat set at 70, your body wants to stay at 70. So it will keep doing, it's basically the habits that you do or the actions that you take that keep yourself where you are, like where you are in life. And in order to change your paradigm, if you don't like where you are in your life currently, you need to change your actions and what you do, your habits, things like that. But it is not an easy process because your paradigm likes to be comfortable. It wants to keep you where you are at because that's what it likes. So it's very hard to change. And I've struggled with weight loss for the last 20 years, well, even before then, but I actually tried to lose, I started actually losing weight and dieting in my early 20s. I was overweight before then, but didn't care, right, to state whatever I wanted. Since I was in my early 20s, I'm now in my early 40s, 20 years, I've been up and down with my weight all those years. So, I mean, paradigms are hard to break, but that does come down to the habits that I choose to do, really, and the actions I take. Honestly, it's all on me. No one else. So that's just something that you have to work hard at. And this book, so why I want to talk about this book is because this book explains really well, not like what I just did, about what a paradigm is and how to change it and how important it is that you do change it and you keep at it for your whole life, because if you want to change as a person, you have to change who you are, really. And I just wanted to read a little bit about it, a little bit of a passage here, so you can get a better idea of what a paradigm is and what this book is all about. So, suppose a person is 70 pounds overweight and wants to lose weight. They've got to stick to a diet. They start on the, sorry, I didn't do my thing. They start on the diet and sure enough stick to it. They lose 5 pounds, then 7, then 10. Then the person starts eating food they're not supposed to eat. Oh, does that ever happen to you? What happened? The paradigm kicked in and took them back on their usual course. A diet is the start of writing a new paradigm, but people don't see it that way. Because they don't know how to write a new paradigm, they don't really understand the force that they're up against when they try to change their eating habits. 9 out of 10 of them fail. And it goes on to say that's why people keep going on and off diets. When they start to lose weight, they're brought back to their usual course, and they'll keep eating until they get up to being 70 pounds overweight again. The paradigm works exactly the same way as a thermostat or the automatic pilot. It controls your behavior patterns, it controls what you're eating, your exercise, or whatever you're doing. So that's what a paradigm is in a nutshell. Keeps you where you are, where you're comfortable. That's where your paradigm wants to be. It doesn't want to feel discomfort, right? It likes being comfy. But if you want to change in life, you have to get used to being uncomfortable, because it's all uncomfortable. And it's very, especially if you've coasted through life, kind of going with the flow and doing whatever is easy, like pretty much I have. You know, I didn't make a whole lot of choices myself, to be honest, growing up. Well, not growing up, but like after high school, I got into a college, so I went there. I had a job placement for my work, and then I got hired after that, and then I worked there for 10 years, a stay-at-home mom. The hardest thing I've done really is start my business, my dog walking business, and I'm going to school for a financial planner. So my paradigm is going to shift yet again, because as much as I love dog walking, it's not a sustainable form of income for me. It is for others, but I like it, but not enough to expand it and become a giant empire. I want to do something else, and personal finance has kind of become a passion of mine, because just being single again and realizing how very important it is to know all these little personal finance things to really survive in life and thrive and not just get by. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I wanted to talk about this book, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life. If you are interested in paradigms at all, or think like, what is that and how do I change it? Get this book. It's really good. It's easy to read. I was putting my book tab back. It's easy to read. And the best part is it's short, right? It's thin. It's 142 pages, nothing much. You can read it in a short amount of time and or reread it. I don't know how many times I've read this book, a lot of times. And you get something out of it every time you read it, because usually you're at a different stage in your life, or you're looking for something and maybe you don't know what it is, but you might find it. And if not this book, another personal development book. I highly recommend reading and educating yourself all that you can, because no one else is going to do it. So anyways, check this book out if you like Bob Proctor. If you want to learn more about paradigms, it's really good. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you got anything out of this video, please consider giving it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow.